What makes a great small town? The places that found their way on our list of the best small towns in Canada earn their respective spots by offering scenic views, unpretentious atmospheres, and exceptional attractions. The trifecta of the perfect small town, in our opinion. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated small towns in Canada. And just wait until you see number 1 that we're going to be showing in this video, something you would never even have thought of, so make sure you watch till the end. Before we begin, you can help support our channel by becoming a member of this channel. Press the join button below. This will help us to bring you more awesome travel videos. So now let's cut to the chase. At 10, Churchill, Manitoba. Fun fact, there are about as many polar bears in the western Hudson Bay area around Churchill as there are permanent residents of Churchill, around 1,000. Polar bears are the primary attraction of this very northerly small town. Tourists flock to Churchill in the late fall to catch a glimpse of the majestic white bears, often planning side adventures for viewing the northern lights or taking the dog sled tour. There are 2 ways to get to Churchill. You can fly in, 2 hours from Winnipeg, or you can catch the train in 2 days from Winnipeg. Driving is not an option as there are no roads into town, so plenty of days from Winnipeg. Yep, it's remote, but being truly out there is part of the magic of Churchill. At 9, Alma, New Brunswick. Just outside of Fundy National Park is the tiny fishing village of Alma, with a population of just 232. Alma is the gateway to the world-famous high tides of the Bay of Fundy. It's also a great spot to grab a bite to eat after a hike in the park. Try the sticky buns. Everyone in town raves about them, and for good reason. The nearby Cape Enrage Nature Preserve is a special natural attraction with towering cliffs, rocky beaches, and an iconic lighthouse. It's the kind of place where you could easily spend hours exploring. You can even tack on a ziplining adventure to amp up the adrenaline. Alma is a great place to stay while exploring Fundy National Park if you'd prefer not to rough it. Even if you're camping, make a point of checking out this small town on your way in or out of the park. Next up at 8, Golden, British Columbia. The interior of BC has more than a few small laid-back mountain towns that are all worthy of a place on this list, but Golden wins our gold medal. In terms of geography, Golden has got it all. 2 major rivers, Columbia and Kicking Horse, 3 epic mountain ranges, and 5 major national parks in the vicinity. For many of its 3,708 residents, life in Golden involves making the most of the surrounding mountains, hiking them in the summer, skiing or snowboarding at Kicking Horse Mountain Resort, and enjoying the stunning vistas 365 days a year. Gastronomes will be pleasantly surprised to learn that Golden has more than a few top-notch restaurants. After you've worked up an appetite adventuring, head to town for a delicious meal. At 7, Saint-Sauveur, Quebec. Situated in the heart of the Laurentian Mountains, Saint-Sauveur, population 9,881, might just be one of the most adorable villages in all of Quebec. Though it's less than an hour from Montreal, Saint-Sauveur feels every bit like the secluded mountain town, especially after a fresh snowfall. Nobody can get in or out. There are 6 ski resorts in the area. We'll do the math for you. You could stay for a week and ski somewhere new almost every day. When the snow melts, there's plenty of exploring to do by bike or on foot. There are 8 golf courses in the area, so you might want to pack your golf bag too. Saint-Sauveur's outlet mall draws shoppers looking for a bargain, but the strollable downtown is an even better bet for cute boutiques, bakeries, specialty food shops, and magnificent restaurants. Ski, shop, and savor. Sounds like the perfect vacation to us. At 6, Jasper, Alberta. Whether you're hiking the Rockies in the summer or skiing them in the winter, Jasper is an adventurer's dream destination. The list of Jasper's top activities reads like an avid explorer's bucket list. Trekking to alpine lakes, going on a wildlife tour, chasing waterfalls, exploring ice canyons, dog sledding, ice skating on a frozen lake. The list goes on and on and on. About 4,590 people have managed to make Jasper a permanent lifestyle, and we bet just about every tourist who visits wishes they could call it home too. Quieter than Banff, but just as spectacular, this is a must-see destination for anyone planning a tour of the Canadian Rocky Mountains. At 5, Victoria by the Sea, Prince Edward Island. Victoria by the Sea is officially the smallest town on this list of exceptional small towns, with a population of just, well, 74, though the number inflates in the summer as seasonal residents make their migration. In a province full of lovely seaside towns, Victoria by the Sea is in a league of its own. The town is small and easily walkable, and every shop you see is worth a visit. You'll want to save Victoria by the Sea for a summer visit, as this already quiet town is extra sleepy in the winter. If you're planning a trip to PEI, it's definitely worth spending a day here. At 4, Dawson City, Yukon. Though its population today stands at 1,375, the historical town of Dawson City hasn't always been so small. At the peak of Klondike Gold Rush in the late 19th century, more than 16,000 people lived in Dawson City, hoping to share in the fortunes. Most of these people eventually left and settled elsewhere, but small as it is, Dawson City remains the second largest community in the Yukon. The spirit of the gold rush is still very much alive in Dawson City, a walkable town that has embraced its rich history through museums, tours and fun, if somewhat kitschy, activities like panning for gold or posing for old-timey costumed photos. A visit to Dawson City is like taking a trip back in time in the very best of ways. At 3, Ucluelet, British Columbia. Just south of the world-famous surf mecca of Tofino lies a small town with a lot to offer, Ucluelet. Situated on the rugged west coast of Vancouver Island, Ucluelet offers many of the same attractions as Tofino: surfing, beaches, beautiful resorts and lodges, fishing, hiking, whale watching, with fewer crowds. There are galleries to peruse, spas for an indulgent treat, and restaurants that are true hidden gems. The estimated 1,717 people who call Ucluelet home know how awesome it is to be there, and tourists are just starting to discover the same. If you're planning a visit to Pacific Rim National Park Reserve, make sure to set aside some time to explore Uki. At 2, Mahone Bay, Nova Scotia. Close your eyes and try to imagine the perfect maritime town. Chances are what you're picturing is pretty close to what Mahone Bay looks like. Think charming churches, delightful shops, and houses painted the colours of Easter eggs. Located in Nova Scotia's Lunenburg County, Mahone Bay's population is estimated at 1,036, but this number keeps on growing. Mahone Bay has the distinction of being the fastest growing municipality in the province. Historically, Mahone Bay was a shipbuilding town. You'll see many nods to its heritage as you wander around. Water continues to play an important role in town. Stand-up paddleboarding and boating are just two ways to explore the bay. In town, small shops feature goods made by local artisans. You'll have no trouble finding a unique souvenir, and there are some great options for enjoying a cup of coffee, a fresh fish dinner, or homemade ice cream. And finally at number 1, Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. With a lively food scene, quaint bed and breakfasts, and spectacular golf courses, Niagara-on-the-Lake is a small town, population 17,511, with lots to keep you busy. Nestled on the southern shores of Lake Ontario, not far from Niagara Falls, this scenic town is a popular tourist destination in the summer months. The long days, warm weather, scenic countryside, and lively downtown make for the perfect getaway. There are plenty of ways to fill your day, from window shopping in the Heritage District to hopping on a cycling tour to enjoying a traditional afternoon tea. If you're a fan of the theatre, then you won't want to miss Niagara-on-the-Lake's Shore Festival. Niagara-on-the-Lake is also a popular day trip from Toronto, less than 2 hours away. And there you have the top 10 rated small towns in Canada. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. See you next time.